sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect group of friends, but Central Officer Bradford accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction, chemical XCOM. Thus, the Blaze Squad was born. Using their janky-ass skill builds, Borders, Baldwin, and Davis will give up their lives fighting the Chosen and the forces of Advent. Alright, welcome to episode 6 of the Blaze Squad here. We're going to be going into our next mission here very shortly. The only thing I want to change real quick, just so I don't forget, is I was thinking a little bit about the Guerrilla Squad missions and the Dark events, and I know that the UFO hunt is going to be on pretty soon, so I do want to change my tech from what it currently is. This datapad decryption is not as important to me as these magnetic weapons are going to be. I do not want to go into a potential UFO hunt with baseline weapons. And we'll lose the inspiration, but I'm fine with that.
You can move on to something else if you'd prefer. I'll ensure that this new project takes highest priority. Once we have something to report, I'll notify you immediately.
Alright, so we're going to get magnetic weapons. It's going to take, it says 19 days, but theoretically if I get the 36 hours after this mission, if I can get the Firaxis scientist, then I should be able to cut that time down enough. Yeah, we basically are in a situation where we choose which dark event to stop between Made-Hole and Hunt XCOM, but we're in an interesting situation where we only have one contact. We have not contacted West Africa or South Africa. All of our missions have been around here, which means we actually only get one Guerrilla op to spawn. As a result, the only one that we can't cancel is the one we probably would have chosen anyways, which is the Chosen no longer suffer from any weaknesses. We've got to cancel this one if we're going to be able to make it through, and that means the UFO hunt will be on. I'm not sure if it'll be at the end of the month or immediately after this, but it will be sometime very soon. So this says it expires in 24 hours. In theory, I could scan a little bit.
Commander, we have a mission available that's reliant on time-sensitive information. We can always finish our
I'm going to try this button, and if I have to reload, I have to reload, but I'm not skipping, I'm just... Oop, I'm skipping. Alright, well, the intro was too good to quit now, so we'll go ahead and load that back. The game plan is just to do a quick little scan for like 12 hours and then move out, just in case the UFO... I know this is like a tiny thing, but in case the UFO spawns when the other Guerrilla mission finishes, I just want that like extra 12 hours or whatever it is to work with. So I'll be smarter, quicker on the scan and cancel. But yeah, so 24 hours is when ETA is 4 hours. So if this goes down to 24, that's like our ideal time. So we have to be very quick on this. So we skip and then. And that gave us a little bit of extra time potentially before the UFO arrives. Technically speaking, we can go for 6 more hours. So if we could just take this down to like 18 and then go, that'd be great. Perfect. You know, we're cutting a little close, but let's go. So this is going to be an nice and easy mission. Operation Gasping Glove. We just got to recover an item. You know, there is an assassin, Jax my Valinor Wraith Blade, that might have something going on, something to say about this. I don't know. I don't even know how she got here. She's in South Africa, right? But, you know, we'll see. We do get self-insertion, which I think that we would have had anyways because of the thing that we got from the Reapers. The Covert Ops ring thing. Alright, we have arrived just in time for the mission to begin. And we've got to look at our equipment a little bit, since we did pick up some from the last go. Jammer is the nickname we're going with for right now. We'll keep that. I'm not too worried about that. Unfortunately, my Bond buddy is not here to say hello, because he is going to be injured for quite some time, actually. That was a good long injury that he got in the last mission by my mistake of leaving him out in the open. This, I don't think, does anything. He has some cohesion with Outrider, which is pretty cool. But right now, no bond mate. Just in case she does show up, I think it's a good idea to go ahead and grab the Reaper. Is a tired soldier, for whatever that means. Will is probably reduced, I think, is the main difference. and then she'll be quite fatigued after that, and she won't. But I need her on the next mission, right? So my goal is do the covert ops, then do the other mission, to finish the scan, and then go back down to the south. So I actually need her to rest for this one, just for a little bit here. We'll have to go with a different option. So if we've got a sharpshooter and a specialist, then what we really need to be bringing in is another grenadier if we have one. She's on the mission already, cool. And the last one theoretically would be the ranger. I don't mind that. Jackson is one option, but we're gonna bring in Endo, the savant. It's a squatty as well, and has the potential to gain a lot of AP through smart use of everything. So we do have some mods. We have the personal combat sims plus 4 aim. Who gets the aim? Is it going to be Borders, who's able to take a lot of key shots and might even respec into pistols at some point, which would be pretty cool. I'm curious of our best option. Obviously hitting with a grenadier means that we're going to be shredding more likely, and shredding armor is going to be more important as we go later in the game, because that will enable everybody else to hit more effectively. It's a tough call. I'm going to go ahead and give the aim bonus to the sharpshooter for right now. It feels thematic, it feels appropriate, and, you know, we'll see what we do with the next one. I'm not even sure how frequently these come around. As far as weapon upgrades go, we have 3 options for our various weaponry. Trying to think if there's any that we already did. I don't think there's an easy way to unequip barracks. So if I wanted to, for example, take a cannon, is there a cannon that has a different upgrade than the other? Not that I can tell. It's just like these little mechanics. I'm trying to think, like, if we put... I think it's on these guys already. I think we've got the assault rifle has the extra... Where's that? How do I figure? I had this before. Okay, so we go here. Weapon upgrade. The assault rifle doesn't have anything right now. I guess I just hadn't had the magnet stuff until now. So okay, we'll do the upgrades now. Advanced hair trigger. That should go on the sniper in my mind. Plus 2 damage. 2 shots that miss can go on anybody. And then the scope is pretty sick too, plus 5%. I think the scope can go on like a grenadier. We'll put advanced stock to, or unless we want to stack this on the sniper and just make it like very difficult for them to miss, they just get all these freebies. End of the day though, everybody's got to take some shots, take some hits, and I think that there's a lot of value in putting it on grenadier. Yeah, let's do 2 shot damage for misses, because this can't go in a pistol anyway, so it's going to be best on the weapon that fires the most, and I believe that would be the weapon with 4 rounds in the chamber. So yeah, we'll do advanced stock, and I think I have the upgrade where I can actually swap these out, which we'll keep in mind for the future, but we're good for his weapon. He's definitely going the med kit, no problem at all. And then yeah, sniper can go ahead and equip. Keep messing up whatever. I don't know what. There's got to be a button that just takes me to this screen, but whatever. We're gonna go ahead and give him the advanced hair trigger. 10% chance to get a second full attack because it takes no actions, according to the text on the screen at least. Haven't really played around with it, but we'll see. Yeah. Then of course he's gonna smoke is a longer throw range, so that sounds like a good option. And then we got here either the nanoscale vest, which would help a lot, bringing health from 5 to 6 is kind of a big deal, or we could have a flashbang in there, or even the frags are really good. So our mission is really to kind of get in there and make some things happen, and I think that frags, being able to break down walls and stuff like that, are pretty versatile. So I'll go with this route. I think it'll work out okay. As far as the weapon upgrades go, though, I think it would be the grenadier weapon that we want to upgrade. So we'll go ahead and do increased aim, increased scope on this weapon, and then I'm not sure if there's a button for this. I saw somebody else renamed their weapon, and I'm not sure if that's something I oh, okay, well they're right here. You can see it pretty visibly different, so That's cool. We'll just unequip after, and it'll all be good. And then, yeah, one change up we'll do is put out the flashbang. That seemed really effective the last time around, and can, you know, save a life. So, all in all, I think this is going to be pretty sick. I'm excited to see this team in action. I think there's a lot of potential here. Remove all weapon upgrades from primary weapons not equipped by soldiers. Sure. Oh, no. And I think, you know, we can unequip, make the utility items available, but it doesn't really change anything. Weapons available, as well as armor, just to double check we got everything, but I think we are good to go. These guys were on the last mission, so should be totally fine. Looks good to me. Alright, let's do it. We kind of, you know, took the first 10 minutes here just to get everything in order, but we're going to go on the Guerrilla Ops mission. Our goal, our objective, is to recover an item from an admin facility. We got stealth and insertion. We should be starting in stealth. Let's rock and roll, people.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Squad green to deploy.
Gotta play this one by the book. Gotta play it smart. Biggest thing is leveraging our concealment. As long as we don't lose concealment, we can take our time.
Has been tracking the movements of an Advent data vault carrying information critical to the aliens' latest project, and he's finally managed to trace it to one of their facilities in this area.
Small town in Advent Patrol Zone 15, outskirts of Alexandria.
Assuming we can eliminate any hostile forces protecting this
Is that
thing.
Egypt, I
Move in
presume?
and secure the
I'm the best
area.
geography guy in the world, I definitely know that. Ooh, nice bright biome here.
Menace 1-5. We've got a bead on the Advent data vault near your position. Be it
Go ahead and just save this. You never know.
before its contents are destroyed.
Okay. So, we know it's this direction in general. It's going to be in this building. So what we can do is blow a hole here in this wall, and we should be able to get in. The alternative is just to walk right through this door. The question is, can we jump through this window to get through this door? Breaking glass, obviously, would bring attention. So I think first and foremost, our main goal is to get on top of here to see what we see in this direction. That'll give us good intel. Again, we're not on a timer now. The only timer is I don't want to make my turns take too long. So let's start with, I don't think sight range is different for anybody, but yeah, we'll just put Dylan Davis in a position.
Roger that.
Get a little insight here. So this could break, but I think we'll be okay.
Target.
Seems like most of them are going to be actually at the facility itself. So, nice and quiet. For the moment. That'll change soon.
It would seem Advent has begun deploying their so-called priests into combat. Their implants provide significant enhancements to whatever latent psionic energy they may have
Interesting.
once possessed.
Alright, so we got intel on where they're at. We're not worried about them running into us. They could technically patrol towards us and we're exposed, so they would see us. The thing I learned is that it's if you're in a flank position, that's when they'd see you. If you're in cover, then they don't notice you unless you move. But they're going to be moving away, and I didn't expect them to patrol that far forward anyways. So yeah, we're just going to have to move up a bit here. We want to get a good high ground, utilize these super powerful cactuses, which somehow block bullets. I didn't get that impression of that the last time I saw a cactus, but you never know. And we'll take it nice and easy. Push up, push up, push up. And then
Heading to that location. Closing on target
it's all
position
good.
now.
It's all good. A little worried about this. We could overwatch it just to make sure. Let's just kind of group up here. We know this area is safe. Take the tree.
Understood. Moving out.
And then to peek at the top of the cliff, we'll go ahead and wait till the next turn.
Moving out.
Or the bottom of the cliff, I guess. Alrighty. Yeah, this definitely could be dangerous. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we are seeing some activity here. We've got a line on this guy, 98%. We want to set up everybody else too. Or, we have a different option. We could just bypass all this and try to get as close to our objective as possible. That way the time factor isn't that significant. I like that idea a lot, actually. So yeah, let's see what Borders can see up top here on the roof. Just taking like a half cover position. I do not expect there to be activity over here. Wow, it's like inside the building after breaking glass. Okay. Yeah, so I don't think there's any real possibility of enemies being straight up on this roof or in this house at all. So we're just going to go ahead and cover up here. And another nice bit of intel on top of what we already had. So yeah, I'm going to back it up a bit. And we're going to actually try to circumvent this entire group now that we've seen them.
Rolling. I'm on the move.
Yeah, I don't want to flub this, so we'll take it nice and easy.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Alright, eyes in the sky over here. Let's go ahead and get some good intel of this
On
position.
the move.
See what we can see. Alright, she's very close. So as far as getting inside, that's my real question. We can technically blow a hole in the floor beneath us. I don't think that's the play. So how would we want to get in here? Windows, stuff like that. Yeah, so I think we just kind of find the place that has like the best cover, like this area here could be pretty good, and just jump in the windows there. Because it does look like there are windows. I don't imagine they're like bulletproof. But we won't know until the next turn because that's when we're able to move close enough to see them. So for right now, I'm confident just kind of taking these positions here. Question really comes down to if we want our sniper to follow. Or if we want him to chill. Because like back here is not bad. This is not my sniper. I have to also be very careful who I'm targeting because plenty of times I've just been like moving the wrong guy. There's a tower over there. We can technically scan, like hack it, and that might give us something positive. But that's not really my priority right now. So, yeah, I don't think there's anybody on the roof or anything. This is really good cover, but maybe too far away. No matter what, it's going to be in close and kind of a close enough thing. But I'm also worried about line of sight because they don't really do sloped roofs, right? It looks sloped, but it's probably still the same level from here to here. So I would say the closer to the edge, the more sight I'm going to have. In fact, you look at the preview, I see things, and then I see one less guy, and then I see nothing. So from here, he's actually not seeing any of the enemies, even though they're clearly within proper. So I actually don't think this is a good position for sniping. I'm going to go ahead and cover this spot instead. This is crazy though, right? If we run into... Oh, this is the edge of the map. We're good. So we'll go ahead and just pop over here.
Do this.
What's the worst that could happen? So I do not want to be too close to this patrol, but Davis is already kind of in this position, so we're just going to hug and wait it out. I think it's nice to have somebody forward, do the first little blue move so everybody knows kind of where to go. So, yeah, we'll hold here.
Heading there now.
This at least puts us pretty close to the... Even if the combat broke out right now, I think we'd at least have a pretty good
Scanning.
idea of what's happening. So I do... Because I'm in cover, that even if the eyeballs get to me, I should not lose concealment. However, we're now within sight range where if Butler moves at all, in any direction, she's going to be spotted. So we're going to have to take the shot from here. And just be happy that we're pretty close to our goal. And just double checking the movement stuff. Yes, I can jump through these windows. So I can get to the object pretty quick. Might have to hack my way into it, I'm not sure. But even if the timer is like three rounds, I think I can work with that. Great spot. In some ways, apparently, there's quite a few targets I'm not seeing from here. But you know, we're opening this turn because we can't move. I mean, technically, I don't have to, but I feel like if they get past this tree, I'm risking exposure. So, yeah, I think our best move is to definitely try to make something happen right now. I'm just not sure exactly what that should be. Okay, so target preview is my friend here. Movement, and understanding my movement and knowing what's going to be in range is going to be important. I'm just going to make sure I keep my finger off the mouse button right now. Because like here, nothing. It's a great spot defensively, but it doesn't actually give me range on anything. Very few spots do for Davis, unfortunately. This doesn't have the best cover, but I think this guy's probably going to be our easiest kill anyways, because Border's in range of him. So, yeah, I think I'll go here. Again, it's still technically out of flank, so we'll do it. So now we have 3 guys in range. Just a quick look at these guys. Basic sectoid, Advent Stun Lancer, has a melee stun option. When used on a target that's already wounded, can actually knock them unconscious, putting them up for the rest of the battle. And then we'd have to stabilize them, I guess. Or use, I think I have a new ability from my heal gremlin thing. Gremlin revival protocol. That would bring him back. Okay. So Butler's not moving. Endo is not moving. Border's not moving. So we're in position. The question is who takes the first shot. I don't really know if there's a preference. Oh, I guess it's probably maybe going to be her, because she's got the worst odds by default. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So we'll go ahead. Overwatch. Should be pretty good. Oh, I could do the grenade. Oh, I'm glad I remembered this. A friend told me that I should be using a frag grenade on my opener, and I guess that will soften them up quite a bit, so we can drop a lot. So one of my grenade carriers... Okay, the only two... So she's one of the 2 grenade carriers, and the grenadier is the other. So, in that context, we definitely are going to be overwatching with Borders. We just have to decide which grenade we're going to throw. I think it's going to be the one that we can launch all the way over here. That seems pretty good. But we're not doing that yet. Don't make the mistake. Overwatch first. Or do we just run up and stab them? Yeah, no. Just for the fun. No, I think the frag grenade makes sense. I think there's a lot of potential there. If we can hit the wall, we can kind of break our way into there too. This is the room, right? So yeah, we could totally open up this wall in a big way. I can't remember the position of like all the guys, that little priest dude and whatever, but I see what I see here, and I think this is a pretty good spot. So are my options... Oh, I'm still hitting everything from here, so might as well. Yeah, the question is, do I just want to lean a little bit more to the right, a little bit more to the left? So the way I see it, if you look here on the left side, there's no cover next to the wall going out from the outside in because of this little like topiary bench thing. But if I do it right here, you can take cover from the wall that's just to the left of it as we're kind of breaching. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to throw here. And it looks like these 2 spots are the same. So we'll throw right here and see what happens. Let's make it rain.
We've been spotted.
Oh no, you don't, Megatron. Oh yeah, why is she shooting all the way over there? That's ridiculous. I guess that like pod activated first, but ambush kills all around. There's the priest, very important kill if we can get it. He's a little close to the sniper, and he still takes 6. Nice hit. Not bad at all. So the priest is going to come around for a flank. Don't like that. But he's doing Holy Warrior, which is an interesting ability. He's actually buffing this guy. So if the priest dies, so too does this guy, but he just got 4 armor and is going in. Oh my god. Okay, it's just a stun. But 4 damage critical is also brutal. Okay, the stun wore off immediately, so that didn't seem to matter at all. But the 4 damage critical is pretty sick. But the interesting thing is, yes, have we not heard this before? Alright. Alright, so look at this. Holy Warrior says the unit gains stat boost while the merge exists, but if the priest is killed while mind merge, the unit loses a stat boost and is killed. So by killing the priest, we kill them both, which is, you know, exactly what we're gonna do. So I think we'll do shotgun's actually better than sword somehow. I guess just for damage potential, slash might do more, but accuracy wise, we wanna just execute with the shotgun. So we'll probably do it behind here, the high cover. We can do it from this position too, technically, but it really comes down to if we're worried about stuff coming in from here. I guess just to play it smart. Okay, so we have 7 turns until the container is destroyed. We have a hole in the wall to get to it. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. We'll take this position right here, which will give me the flank. And then we kill him 96%. Please don't miss. And that will result in both of them dying. And now Borders has the nice option to just take this position here if he wants. If he wants to give the high ground. I mean, this is kind of a bad spot for him, right? He can't see anything. We could put Butler here so that Borders can kind of line up the sniper, since snipers feel less mobile. And see if any reinforcements come in. Right now, I think that because there's nothing activated, there's nothing to worry about, but you never know. So if he could do this in one move, I would move him down here. Did he lose one of his 2 actions? Everything is... It looks like he has only 1 action. So maybe that's what the stun does. In that case, yeah, we have more mobility from this character and multiple capacities. We want to set Borders up in there. So we'll head in here, hopefully not find any new enemies, and we get ourselves an auto loader and a PCS agility. So that's a personal combat sim. Alrighty. And I want to investigate over there, but I'm gonna be restrained. Just hang out over here. And you could overwatch, but it's even better to do either a heal or a reload. And we're gonna go for the heal on Borders to bring him back to full health, keeping him out of lethal range for most enemies that we should face here. Beautiful. Alright, and then Borders himself, the last man to act, doesn't really have a lot he can do in terms of movement. Gonna head over here. I feel like this was good. I'm happy with this opener. We got 6 turns left. Feels like if we, started fighting over the first time we saw an enemy, we'd be screwed, but I actually feel decently confident in our ability to approach this. So Endo, the ranger, wants to be moving in. Guess we take a peek in the window, and then we kind of try to move this direction as long as it's clear.
I'm on it.
Alright, so we're gonna head over here. One of these 2. I guess proximity movement is important. Position is important, so we'll go here. Then we can kind of take a position here and just reload and reset. Get ready for the next bit. It would take us down to 5 turns until it's destroyed, but it's literally right there. I'm feeling good. So if I peek in that door, I might see something I don't want to see. So what we're going to do instead is hang out over here. And should just be able to keep that building, the interior, out of line of sight. And then we can go for reloads and stuff. So sniper up top. Speaking of seeing things we don't want to see, this is the position I want to be in, so maybe I'm being dumb right now, but okay, we're good. And do a little reload, because nobody to heal.
Locked and loaded.
And patrol might come by. Ooh, here we go. More activity. We didn't overwatch, but that's okay. And they're going to take that wall, which is going to be kind of hard to move around. I think we just all run inside, potentially. leave borders to cover the top level, and kind of go from there. Could go for the grenade. Could go for a flashbang to disrupt the abilities here. This is a smoke, not a flashbang. We're all flanked at the moment, but they don't get to act. So this is hackable. So this is where we would want to use our hacking skills. And the question is, do we choose to risk there being a second group in here instead of just taking out the one that's right here ready to go? So what we can do, we can slash attack him, right? Because this is a move. Attack any enemy within movement range. So we could walk here and then slash attack the stun lancer. Decent option. If we could get all the way over to the sectoid, that's an even better option because they're vulnerable to melee. That does give even more risk of aggroing things, but it is going to make that sectoid in a very bad spot. Going to put him in a very bad position. So I think we're going to go with that. Let's see what Endo can do. Could miss. Could be very bad.
Moving to position.
We're going for it.
We're near the objective.
Yeah, I see you. So him, we're going to hit right here in cover. Chop, chop. 8 damage. Gotta love it.
Hostile target down.
We knew the risks. So he can't see him. And if anybody can explain that to me. This rock? No, I don't know. I mean, it says, so it's saying that if I was literally 1 to the right, I can see him. We got a flanking opportunity there. Who does more damage between the two of them, especially if they crit? So this is like 4 to 6 damage, and this is only, that's gonna be, I think I'm the right character. 4 to 6, 3 to 5, yeah, so 4 to 6 is gonna be better, obviously. So we can go ahead and pop over here. And go for a nice shot. Plus 2 critical damage would put them at 1 HP. And, or just kill them.
You want some more?
Menace 1-5, we're not picking up further contacts near your position. Site is secure. Move on the target before the charges detonate.
Yeah, I guess we'll take Bradford's advice here.
Moving to position.
And hack away. Alien facility lead 30%. Resistance broadcast. Why did? Okay, so it tells us that without even looking, which is kind of nice. Disarm detonator, and there's 2 possible results. Either we recover a mission lead on an alien facility, so we get intel for a mission that we could do, or we get 25% permanent income. These are about equal right now. Tech score 80, so 60 versus 80. So we're going to pose skill check. We're going to guarantee disarm the detonator on this device, but we're going to try this out. Alright. Detonator disarmed.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and
We're
the
good to
area
go.
is secure.
Nice clean mission. I think there is probably some min-maxing where I could go back and like hack that tower, but risking reinforcements and all that stuff, it probably is like a very minor gain that we get out of going back to the security tower. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and take it. 1 injury. Promoted Sergeant Davis, the specialist. Very sneaky. Okay, we can't both be most high, dude. Just close range. Yeah. Really nice intro for Endo. Doesn't say a promotion here, which I would be sad if that's the case. Getting 3 kills, 100% shot accuracy, and being a savant. But that doesn't actually make you rank up faster, so we'll see. Cool. I'm into it. I think that the grenade placement was just perfect, and that set us up for a huge amount of success there. And 34 minutes down, we've already finished our mission. Took us 10 minutes to get there and only 24 to lock and load. Very nice. Oh, I forgot the picture, but it looks like we got one anyways.
Immigration numbers are reportedly at their highest level.
Love it. One bad hit from the Holy Warrior Stun Lancer, and that's about it.
Troops to expect the best, and that's what you've shown them, Commander. Well done.
Alright, still squaddies, though. That's the only thing that I take away from that I'm not happy with is I would love to get a little bit more experience in these guys, but they'll get there. Just need to see one more mission through, and they'll be in good hands. And we got ourselves a sergeant. That means that we should be able to increase our squad size by 1, which is amazing. Agility, dodge, 11 dodge. How much dodge should I stack? I already had like +9 on Davis. If I put this on, 20% reduced chance to hit is pretty sick. And we learned about the priest. It's sealed beneath their body armor. The skin of the Advent priest is decorated with intricate spiraling designs, whose meaning we can only guess at. Medical injection ports appear to have been permanently grafted into the skin of the priest's backs and thighs. At each of these locations, a web of blood vessels shine through the skin with a faint purple glow. Very cool. The lore. Well, unfortunately for this Advent priest, he's been excommunicated. Alright. First reload does not cost an action, so I guess, yeah, you can get better versions of these later, but these are kind of the default things. 5% crit. Can be even higher.
The limited resources available to
Big
you,
ups.
Commander, you have still managed to exceed my expectations. Excellent work.
Made whole is countered. And now we can go into Guerrilla Tactics School. Cancel the cancel. And now look at new combat tactics. For only the small price of 50 supplies, we can get an extra squad size thanks to having a sergeant. And we couldn't be happier. Things are coming up XCOM. Of course, the Winds of Change can definitely blow their way, but for right now, we can revel in our victory. Alright, we can get rookies, but we're not going to because we want a scientist, and we're almost there. Dude, we were like 1 hour away from missing this mission.
The cooperation of these extremists will do little to unite the forces of your resistance, Commander.
I don't know, it seemed pretty chill. View the room. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Alright. What do we have here? So we're in top right. Let's say that we want to do a workshop here. We want to do a satellite here. And then end game we can destroy the Guerrilla Tactics School for something that benefits from the workshop. I think that's like a method I can definitely go. And if that's the case, we could still consider...
You've done a hell of a job keeping this ship together, Doctor.
It's all we've got. And I know the aliens aren't happy about losing one of their own.
I doubt they thought anyone could get this heap airborne again.
I'm more than happy to prove them wrong.
Alright, so we can get... Let's look at all our options here. Training Center, which would allow us to get the extra skills that AP grants. Basically, ability points don't mean anything until we have this training center to utilize it. Also allows us to reskill if we make some mistakes there. Used to be this was combined with the infirmary. Now the infirmary is separate, but it says an engineer can be staffed in the infirmary to decrease the time our soldiers need to recover from injuries. Soldiers can be staffed here to remove negative traits acquired in combat. So like the fear, the phobia of the sectoids is a big deal there. The Hypervital module upgrade allows for a temporary suspension of soldiers' health for the duration of any single combat deployment. So, like, buyback. You can, not resurrect, but you can uninjure your guys just for, like, a one-off. But I don't think that that's too consistently useful. 12 out of 15 power. Our power has gone up, it seems like. Okay, so we need more power capacity. Because we're not going to be able to wait till these exposed power coils come down. So if we're going to be using workshops, doing workshop stuff here, then what we really want to make here is going to be the power relay. It will, I guess, just provide 3. And it doesn't seem like you can staff guys in it. Alright, then I think power relay is the play, and then we can do the workshop and do the resistance comms, and then we're going to be out of power again. But yeah, that seems like my play. Infirmary is great. Training center is great. Laboratory, not bad. It like doubles the amount of scientists you have, which is great now, but won't be that useful in like 3 months, I would say. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the power relay in the top right.
Construction initiated.
No, we'll carry on, because this is going to be building itself in 12 days' time, and we actually want the engineer to work on this. I don't know how this is getting cleared if no engineer's working on it. Just some, like, grunt crew that doesn't know what they're doing. But we're going to actually clear this alien machinery down here, which is going to take, like, 20 days. Hello? Alright. So we can go ahead and put this guy down here. Once we get that, we can workshop, build a workshop, and then we can use the workshop drones to, I think, clear this debris, and to power up the resistance array, I don't know, radio stuff. We got the ring, that'll come up pretty soon, and you can die in 7 days. Alright. What do we got here? Specialist training, datapad decryption. I never changed it? I swear I changed it. Oh, this is not good. I mean, again, it's not that big a deal. But I'm worried that this UFO... Okay, because it didn't say the UFO is coming for me. I think I have until the end of the month. And if that's the case, I'm not too worried about it, because I'm about to get a scientist. I'm not researching anything right now. What's the... I'm confused. So what does it say? It says current research. Okay. Well, if it's almost done and the UFO hasn't been flagged yet. Training completed. Specialist. Cool. Guess we can do one more training there if we can find the guerrilla tactics school. And we actually have no rookies left, so we've covered our bases there. Not too bad. Alright, so...
Commander, we have a priority message.
What's up? I don't think we're at supply drop time.
Hello, Commander. It would seem your recent activities have gotten Advent's attention.
Oh boy.
Our unwelcome guests are on the move. Advent has been diverting considerable resources and personnel to covert facilities across the globe. The exact details of these operations are highly classified.
What is this map?
However, they do have
Is this
one
supposed to
thing
be
in
topographical?
common.
Is this a country?
A single word that appears in all
Where
the
am I?
files. Avatar. I believe the black
I'm not good at
site we
GeoGuessr,
previously
guys.
uncovered to be but a part of this Avatar project. Based on what we have uncovered so far, its true scope
Where?
is far greater.
Can you put some labels up? Like,
This project is being directed from the very top of Advent, from a source I am still unable to determine. All attempts to uncover its identity have met with failure. It is time to take a more direct approach. Though we may not know the exact nature of this Avatar project, we can still disrupt it.
oh, that's Aang's
We must
tattoo.
root out these
I know who's behind this.
facilities with the help of local resistance
The
cells.
Avatar.
Disrupt our enemy's operations, and in the process, uncover the truth. Locate the source of this Avatar project, and then destroy it. Were the enemy to succeed in their efforts, I am certain it would mean the end for us all. I am confident you will take whatever measures necessary to eliminate this threat, Commander.
But I think Aang can change the world.
We're tracking the aliens' progress on this Avatar
Okay.
project here. If
So
they
we
finish
don't know
what
where it
they've
is, but
started,
we know how
sounds
far
like
along
it'll
they
be the
are
end
to an
for all
extent.
of us.
You complete our primary objectives to locate the source of the Avatar project. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're a quarter of the way there already. And we're just like a month or so in. Well, ain't that the biscuits. Alright. Well, let's see here. We've got soldiers. And I just want to check out where we're at here. Blake Baldwin back up in 9 days. Orders out for 19. So, the one thing I'm concerned about is that these guys are not going to be ready for the mission down south. So even though I've expanded the team out to 5, I'm going to have to bring in some people that are a little green. Of course, we'll bring in Jammer, I don't know, and Outrider, but not so sure about the rest. We'll have to see. Still, it's important to get our guy back. The skirmishers are clutch. Alright, since we haven't heard of from UFOs, we'll let the data pad decryption finish. I must hit cancel when I was trying to change it. But now we got a new scientist. 25%? I thought it was going to be 50%. Alright. And we got 32 intel. Now it's time for new research, and it's gotta be... Okay. Given our extensive battlefield experience against Sectoid, it can now be completed instantly. Great. So that will give us the access to psionic stuff.
Though I was never witness to one myself, countless observers attest to the existence of a much smaller, less intimidating variant of the sectoid that took part in the original invasion. In the time since, this new being, the product of clear genetic manipulation, is now a familiar face to our forces operating in the field. The sectoid's rapid physical evolution over the past 20 years is a
new item available, Mind Shield. New research available, psionics. So this would presumably be a utility item that protects us from mental effects and abilities. Immune, just straight up immune to negative mental conditions, including panic, mind control, stuns, and disorient. But of course it takes one of the very important slots, and it probably takes some decent supply count too. We're going for our new research. We're going for our magnetic weapons, which is only down to 14 days. I was hoping it was going to be down to 10, because I thought that it was proportional to the scientists, but my research failed me, and that's okay. Now, assuming I don't need the resistance radio to do what I'm about to do, I think we can just go ahead and get the magnetic weapons underway.
Valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
Alright. Then we have two options. Either we wait for the boys to heal, or we just go with what we have. And if we just went with what we have, it might be a little bit more dangerous, but Mox is a pretty high priority. And I can't just see our team just sitting around scanning for rookies and intel when we could be getting our guy back. So, that's going to be it. We're going to be launching the mission, and we're going to be going for our stealth rescue of Pray Tell Mox, the skirmisher, next time on the XCOM Blaze Squad. Have a good night.